So here we are, Azure Storage Services. And in this part we will discuss three of them: Blob storage, file storage, and Azure storage. For now it might sound they are all the same, but they are a little bit different. When it comes to Blob storage, this is from definition point of view, that's a scalable object storage service for unstructured data. For example, such as text or binary data. And there are a couple of tiers. One, hot tier. Hot tier is when you want to use it for frequently accessed files. Then you have a cool tier. And this one you would use for infrequently accessed files. So as you can imagine, the hot tier is more expensive because used for files which are more used frequently. The cool tier will be cheaper. And then if we go even cheaper, we have a cold tier for rarely accessed files with fast retrieval, and the cheapest archive tier when you rarely access the files and you need a slow retrieval for that. For example, for some kind of backup or yeah, which you just need to restore maybe once a year. But anyways, what you can use blob storages for of course media storage. So think about images, for your picked photos of your product, or when a user will upload an image, or videos when the user is streaming, or when, like me, and now I'm recording a training video, this can be also used for, but also documents, PDFs, or Office files. Backup storage. This could be used for, of course, database backups, whether used on daily backups or weekly, whatever. File backups for user data, system files, archive data for compliance data. So when you don't need to access too quickly. So this can be used also for backup storage. And big data storage for all types of log files, such application logs, system logs, but more importantly related to big data, analytics data, whether it's a raw data or a processed one, for machine learning, for the model artifacts or training data. And security, blob storage of course comes with lots of security features. You get encryption address in transit. You can use the access controls via SAS tokens, or role-based access control. SAS token stands for, I'm just checking as we talk, shared access signature tokens. That's one of the ways you can you need to create them for your storage containers, but for now you just need to remember that there is the security for access control is also there, and things that are compliant, whether it's GDPR or HAPA. Okay, let's go to Azure. Now I will try to create a storage. So create a resource, and then I will go storage. One moment, this doesn't look good. Storage account, yes, that's here. So now I will create a storage. I already have two, by the way, created from different created through different resources while during the recording in the background. Okay, so here I create I select subscription user group. You already know it. storage account, my storage. I want to account 1, 2, 3 star detect ref, so it must be, I think, unique across entire Azure. Okay, I got it. Now Europe, preferred storage tab. You can leave it like this for now. Wait. Okay, I have a performance, standards, redundancy. So here, this one is I will go with the lowest cost. Yeah, because I don't want to be charged too much. But here you can have different options. For example, you can go with GRS, which is a bit more intermediate, where you get failover capabilities, and you can also say that it's for backup scenarios. Zone redundant storage for highly available scenarios, or for critical data. I go with local because I just need something for non-critical scenario, because I'm just recording a course, but you know it. Okay. Just one thing, I think I will get here with Azure Blob storage here. Then I go next. Here you can leave these things default, but here you have an access tier, right? We talk about where I said there is also one more. There is a hot, cool, cold, and archive. I will go with the cheapest one from the list. So I'm going next. Networking, you just leave it by default. Data protection, you also can leave it by default, but you can see that we are having here very storage specific information. For example, how long do we want to retain deleted blobs, or deleted containers, or deleted file shares, these kind of things. You can also enable versioning for blobs. This is interesting feature. You can read about more. This one is good. And then I go next. Encryption, so I already have it. Everything by default. If I click this, this is yeah, we can enable entire infrastructure encryption. I don't do that. Tags, nothing. Okay, and then I have a summary. I click create. Okay, and we have it. So I go to resource, and this looks a bit complicated. And then let me go to storage browser. Okay, and now here, as we are talking about blob storage. You can think maybe we need to do something with the blob containers. So if I click here, I don't have any, I just have a logs, but I will add a container, and then I want to create my detect ref container. I will create. Now I click the container, and then I can, here you can see I can upload a file. So if I click here, for example, I will upload my invoice, upload, and then I have the invoice here, right, in the PDF file. Okay, so that's how it works. Just yeah, you can use it that way. Then I just want to, for example, for image, I also have it there. So if I can get all the information about the image, and then I can get the URL, and then there is no public access for this. And let me see how I can quickly do that. Change access level. So then here I can get a anonymous access accessible level. One moment. Privacy setting, no. Here change access level. One moment. I cannot do this. One more. Oh. Here now I'm playing with the access policy. I'm trying to set it for sample ID so I can publicly access this. One moment. Okay, save now. Still not, but we will get it there. This one I wanted to show. Okay, and now I think I should be able to this here. And okay, not yet. Allow okay, it can take some time. Okay, now we have different error, that's great. So now I'm going to my storage browser again, Blob containers. This actually I will delete it. This is not needed. Okay, and now I will try to this file maybe, because this one is without a space. Okay, and delete. this is here, and now I go to change. And now I will make a blob it. Access beyond this is blocked because anonymous access disabled. Anonymous. Yes, so that was my fault actually. Now we will get it up and running. Storage, blob, this, one back, storage, blob container, change access, blob. Okay, and now if I refresh, we got it. Yes, so that's a little bit of troubleshooting, but that's good. I don't mind to have it. So now what you could see. We created blob storage, we created blob container, and then we uploaded files, and we made it sure that it's also accessible via public. Now when you have these ones, the links available, for example, you can call them with the REST API or GraphQL API or whatever, in general an API, and you can access these files and use in your application. What more you can look around? You can look around monitoring. There are all these metrics you can look around, but the essential part is the setting configuration, what you have seen, and the storage browser. If you go here, there are lots of other options, but for now you can skip. So in this configuration settings, you need to play with this access policies, which as you could see on the video are reflecting what we can do here. So this is very, very important. I didn't prepare enough before the video, sorry. What else? You can get the access keys, for example. Here this can be used for example in API integrations. The SAS, what I mentioned in the video, is also you can read about here. We don't need to interact with this for these Azure fundamentals, don't worry, you just know that it exists. Setting configuration, and if I go to endpoints, this you don't need to worry about. For example, when you access here, this is your endpoint. So as you can see, this had to be unique because it's across entire Azure. What we have seen, that I wanted to put some just this and didn't let me go through. And so here, this is your endpoint, right? This is your container we created, the blob container, and this is also what you can see here. You can see a blob service for all these things, right? For whether you want to go for blob or for file service, the link is actually here the same, but later it has some different endpoints for potentially interacting with it on CLI level or in your code. And if I go here to storage, not actions but containers, and here I have the my detector container. It's still also in the URL, and then there are the files which are inside the container. So very intuitive. So to summarize, very good for unstructured data like images, videos, but also what we have seen, for example, PDFs or another document. We have seen 3 tiers in the video, but there is archive. So we have hot, cool, cold, and archive. You can use them for cost optimization. You get global distribution with CDN integration. There are built-in encryption and access controls, what we have seen, what I had problems to solve. Automating replication for high availability, and there is REST API for easy integration. And then I will be moving to the next one, which will be a file storage, but in the next recording.